So, good evening everyone. So, today we will discuss about the intelligent design. Uh, who is the designer? So, before knowing the entire aspect of the material energy as well as our the design concept, who actually design and how it is designed. If you see, there are many papers. So, what is the intelligent design? That is a very important thing, and we may see many things as a intelligent design. Few example we will look into this. Intelligent design confusion, few great thinkers view and some believe, and what is the cause of all causes. So, it is very important thing to know. So, first thing is, what is intelligent design? This is life on earth. If we just think, it cannot be a random origin. Nothing, it haphazardly doesn't come into being. And it is not by chance it has come. It must have designed very intelligently. That this universe was not designed actually. It is a product of undirected by chance it happened and somehow it. So much complexity in this universal affair that it is hardly we can understand this complex. If you see, there are many examples of intelligent design that complete the solar system. If you see the sky, very beautiful, it is segregated and it looks so beautiful. In simple eye, which can distinguish 1 million of colors actually, 1 million colors. And also a baby inside the mother's womb take food from the navel and sustain with everything. If you see one after another, the nature, the human being, the reptile, the birds and species, all have somebody designed very nicely and completely designed. Even our eyes, if you see our nose, you will find that why eyes are perfectly situated in our head. And if eyes, you want to view angle is very large, if you put in the chest, and the chest may be in the head, there will be lot of chaos actually. So perfectly designed, everything you find in this universe there is perfect design. So if you see this very small video, you can understand that how everything is so nicely designed. This idea is completely, when the people they talk about the intelligent sky, intelligent, everything is intelligent, there must be an intelligent person who has designed this. That is why the universe being designed by an intelligent creator, and the universe was, it is not just by chance it is created. So if you see the life and consciousness, if you find the chemical ways of life, it is objective evolution of the body. So the objective is that they think that it is the evolution of the body, but the Vedantic view is completely different. That is what the complete Vedantic philosophy are based upon. If we see that our great grandfather, if somebody will ask you, your great grandfathers were the monkeys, we'll never believe it, because we never seen that 3000 years history is there, that no monkey in the Vrindavan, there are thousands of monkeys are there, they are being transformed into human being. Nobody has seen that one. But in the Vedantic view, the evolution of consciousness is given. The evolution of consciousness is there. So if you see the origin of universe, there are many theories. One is the Big Bang theory, and then abiogenesis, and then Darwin's evolution. So these are the different theories which postulate, which gives that how these universes are originated. Whereas there are many scientists, they have given the reviews, but the Vedic viewpoint is that of the organic creation. Om Purnam Adaha Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Meva Vasishyate. The personality of Godhead is perfect and complete. And because he is completely perfect, all emanations from him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete whole. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself, because he is the complete whole. Even though so many complete unity emanates from him, he remains the complete balance. This is 1 minus 1 is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. In this material world, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is that Punnam Punnamidam, this is the creation. That you have a very gigantic sea. You take 10 gallons of water, or you have a ample amount of the solar energy which is available. You take 1 megawatt or 1 trillion megawatt of the energy from sun remains more powerful as compared to. This is called Punnam. You take 100 and again 100 is there. This is shown by Krishna in the, when there is a Brahma Vimohana Lila, when Brahmaji took all these cowherd boys, cows, and still all these boys, and again Krishna created same amount of that. That is called Punnam Punnam Adha. That is one. So here in this organic creation also, a organic whole can produce organic whole, and the organic whole cannot arise from the part that to have assembled. Okay, so that is why the inorganic or inorganic material cannot produce the another living organism. It is not possible. So there are many inventions, many discussions. For example, the social impact of theory of evolution in social science, the Darwin theory of evolution, that is called objective evolution of the body. So reincarnation is one of the very important facts, that we reincarnate. That means we transmigration of the soul from one body to another one. It is given in this Bhagavad Gita. Dehi nosmin yatha dehe Kaumaram Jauvanam Jara Tatha Dehantara Prapti Dhirastatra Namuyati. So very beautiful verses are given in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that it says that Dehi nosmin Datha Dehe Dehi. Deha is body. Belongs to who? Dehi. We possess the body. We are not this body, but we possess the body. Like a car driver. And car, he is not the car, but he is the car driver who drives the car. So similarly, we are not this body, but we possess this body. That is Dehi nosmin yatha dehe Kaumaram Jauvanam Jara. This, how this moves, we moves? We moves from Kaumara, small child, then the Kaumara, then Jauvana, then youthful, then Jara means old age. And at the time when the body is not suitable for living, so it will go to another body. Tatha dehantara prapti dhirastatra na muhyati. It goes without speaking to anyone. Dhirastatra, very simple. Theory of reincarnation explained in Bhagavad Gita that the living soul or the soul moves through all different species of life following laws of karma. You have to follow the laws of karma, and it is inevident. So like you prepare very nicely for the class and you get the class, you prepare very nicely the class and you do the good in the exam. So similarly, if this life is preparation for next life, that is why how it is happening and how we take another is given in Bhagavad Gita. Antakale chamameva saran muktva kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam janti nastatra sansayah. So, antakale chamameva, whatever you remember at the end of your life, so whatever you did your whole life, that will come at the end of your life. And at that time, whatever you remember, and that time you remember, whatever state you remember, that thing you get. If I remember, and that is if you remember me to Krishna, then you will get Krishna. Or you remember God, you will get God. That is why whatever there is no doubt means natra sansaya. You should not have doubt in this one. It is 100% confirmed. That is why you will find that many people, they take birth in very wretched condition. Many people, they take birth in very aristocratic family. Who chose that? We never choose. Who chose that? It is by our karmic reaction. Whole life what you did. For example, if somebody is director of IIT Patna or some IIT, if he is doing good, that is good. If not, then suddenly the government will shut down. So similarly, the end of the life, whatever we attain, and that is why the advancement of the soul can be obtained in the human form, or by degradation it can also go back to other form of life. So for example, in the Bhagavatam, there is a very beautiful verses are there. There are 100 sons of Rushabdev. Rushabdev is the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one of the Saktya-Vesa incarnation. So Rushabdev had 100 sons, and the eldest son was Bharat. So after whose name this whole land became Bharatavarsha. Previously this land name was Ilavartavarsha, and it became Bharatavarsha, Bharat Maharaj. And Bharat Maharaj, he was a king of the entire earth planet. And one day he suddenly decided that I will take renounced from this world and I will come. So he came to just on the bank of river Gandaki, near Abhivya, if you go now, It is near our this here near Hajipur. There is a place called we go to this near Hajipur. This is called the Harihar Khetra. ये मेला होता है, एनिमल फेयर होता है उस वहीं पे. So it is just near Hajipur. That is a place. Okay. So Bharat Maharaj took it came there. There were a lot of sages were living there, and there were so many people were living. And Sonpur, that place name is Sonpur, and Sonpur near that there is a Gandaki river, and beside that Bharat Maharaj came and did tapasya. So while doing tapasya, he saw there was a deer, pregnant deer, which was drinking water. And suddenly there was a tiger who shouted very heavily, and this female deer, so she miscarried or gave birth to a baby, but she jumped in the water out of fear and she died. And this baby, when Bharat Maharaj was in meditation, he saw that there is a small baby of this deer, so he bring, and he taken care of this this doe. So when he was taking care that time, slowly he was feeding the deer, slowly the doe grown up, slowly became adult, then became very big, and they have a lot of very nice loving relationship developed. And Bharat Maharaj was always taking care of that deer. Like that, Bharat Maharaj became very old, and one day and that time the deer left that place. So whole night Bharat Maharaj was thinking, oh, where he has gone, and he left his body. So as soon as he left his body, he got a body of a deer. And next life he understood that, oh, I have got the deer's body, so I should not utilize. I should utilize this body. He never moved anywhere and stayed with the association of the Vaishnavas, the sadhus there. So this way it is what, when we are remembering, whatever state we remember at the end of our life, we get the same state. If somebody we are feeling that, oh, he is my enemy, I should beat him. So like that, again you will take birth as an enemy of that one. That is why we should never think. That's why the good work we perform in this life, the next life also you will have a better one. So that is how modern civilization tends to be about mechanical machines, that person. If you see, the science excludes from the scientific domain not only the human mind and meaning, but also the all manifestation of intelligence in the non-human living entity. So in the non-human living entity, we try to find out, oh, it will give us more happiness. And that is what today I told maybe last class, that how a small boy, materialistic ways of life. So we also think that, oh, even if from chemical we can produce the life, which is impossible. So if you see, it is even if you see from even the non-human being also, they also have intelligence. For example, here you see, it is a non-human being, and it can produce, it has a lot of intelligence. If you find this intelligence, he or she is more intelligent in a house so nicely that even we cannot build. How beautiful mechanistic ideologies, that what is the minimum number of parts that are essential for a living organism to survive? It is no one knows. What is the minimum? If you say, by what mechanism do they part get assembled? For example, if I want to design a robot and I have a small finger, so I can use a 10-watt motor or 5-watt motor, by which it is sufficient for that much. If you use more wattage of motor, that may be very heavy jerk or it may break also. So that is what is the mechanism, all these parts assembled together in the human body. And it is very difficult. If you know, in the history, in the Satyug, there was a great Rakshas. His name was demon. His name was Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu, while doing the tapasya in the Mandar mountain, that time he sustained his life air and the bones, which is impossible today to sustain our life air in a bone. This is the high power, the technical, the high developed consciousness, you can understand. So that is what the Darwin squeezes the living organism to mechanistic clockwork image of the world. So Darwin think this is that is how, if you see this is the tree of life, and everybody has some contribution for sustaining this entire. That is why we say sustainable universe. We don't say that it created universe. No, it is sustainable universe. And each person in this universe, starting from an ant to an insect, everybody has contribution for the sustaining of this entire creation. So that is how the genetic forest of life. The genetic forest of life is also in there. So many things what in the biological science we hardly ignore many things, but nobody has seen that there is a bodily evolution, rather the conscious evolution which is given in the Shastra. And if you see that which fastidious features of the behavior of the outcome are neither inherited by genes or biological factor or by learning characteristics. If you see in our genetic determination, our genetics of our behavior determines. And although we know how to replace DNA, but we cannot do that one. The CRISPR is so much research is going on, it's very difficult to do that. That is why our personality traits ability depend on our nature and how we associate. That is why our environment, upbringing and life experience determine our behavior. And this determines, so we are nurtured to behave in a certain way because it is our upbringing, environment and life experiences. So that is what, if we want to know about, we very difficult to understand because we have no Vedic view and Vedic understanding of this one. So now there are 6 these blind men, and they came that they want to know that they want to know about about an elephant. So they came and they touched the different part of the elephant. And somebody touched the leg, they think that, oh, it is a tree. Somebody touched the tail, it says that it is a rope. Somebody touched the big ear, that is a fan. Somebody touched the trunk, it is a snake. Somebody touched the teeth, this is spear. So somebody touched the body. So this is our understanding of our life. So if we see this one completely, there is a specific space and time which is very important for observing the different bodily the development. So everything are human, the fetus, it is from the early stage how it develop in the body. So if you see, all the genome section is subject to input and information processing network. All type of DNAs, they require training. They require, that is what the human species, they can easily they can be trained And there are also scientists attempt to understand there are many things, that there are so many diversities of understanding this one. And the what is the biology? Biology is that one. Without understanding the secret of our the mechanism, going away the mechanism of the electron and atoms, then only we can understand what is the value of life. There was a great scientist, and his David, he tried to put into hot pool in 2005. He put so many chemicals just to produce a primitive cell out of this, and it is impossible. That is why, if you see, the life comes from life. Life, matter comes from life. But matter, life doesn't come from matter, which is impossible till today in the human history. Nobody could able to create, and nobody can do also. Nobody can create also. That is why the humility and science, they are very important thing. In 1784, Kant wrote, there will never be a turn Newton for the blade of grass. If you want to know about the nanotechnology mixing up for the flower itself, it takes thousands of iterations, so many varieties of colors they make, many type of things they do. So this is very difficult. A blade of grass, nobody created in the laboratory. It is given to us so beautifully. Think of many other trees, other things, so complex lifestyle. That is why the life comes from life, not it comes from the matter. That is why material self and Krishna consciousness are the very important. So if you see that each form of life represents a different stage of conscious development, from amphibia to a human being. And there are different varieties of the condition. And Bhagavad Gita explains that the jiva soul keeps wandering in different grades of conditioned state of consciousness by obtaining the body suitable to the consciousness until it attains the pure consciousness. So like we go, for example, we go to Eiffel Tower. You will find that when you go to, for example, after 10 stories, there is some exhibition, and you stay there and move around. Again, you take to another state and their place. So these are the different states. Similarly, till our consciousness is not purified, we will remain in that state of that one, and that is how there are 8.4 billion species of life. This is the evolution war, where the people, they talk about, George Bush also talk about the Darwin's theory of evolution, and there are a lot of people that given the many analogies of the Darwin's theories. And also the Pele is a great neurotheologian. He also, there must be a chance in the midst of the design. That means there is a designer. If you see this beautiful landscape, it is designed by somebody who has designed this beautiful this beautiful painting. And there is a watch. If you see this one, there is a very beautiful this watch. Even this is not by chance, and or it is an intelligent design. So when you inspect it, there are several parts together put together to solve a purpose. That is why there must be a creator who has made. For example, human camera lens it is not by chance. It is intelligent design. And if you see here, if you see this all around this intelligent, if you look in around the nature, you will find how the flowers are going so nice, so beautiful. And
when I look around at the complexity and beauty of our world,
impossible.
I wonder how anyone could think it happened without a designer. Everywhere we look, the blueprint is plain to see. There's obviously a design, intelligence, purpose. On an ocean shoreline.
So if you see, that is why there are many great Richard Darwin. He also gives that many evidence on that one.
Fact that the Earth orbits the Sun. And somebody wrote in about that saying, it isn't a theory the Earth moves around the Sun, it's a fact we can observe. Evolution is not. Now I see why he says that, because you sort of think, well, the Earth's moving around the Sun all the time and therefore you can observe it, whereas you can't actually observe evolution because it happened a long time ago, or mostly it did. But really you can't observe that the Earth moves around the Sun. What you observe is the changing seasons, and you infer that the Earth moves around the Sun because you have an interpretation, you have a theory to account for why you get changing seasons. And it's just the same way with evolution. It's true that we can't watch dinosaurs evolving, we can't watch fish emerging from the sea and becoming land animals. We have to make inferences. We make inferences on the basis of the evidence available, in just the same way as we make inferences about the Earth's orbit.
And there are many great thinkers who has spoke about this one, and there are great people that Darwin on trial, and his Michael V is also a great biochemist, and he also speak a lot on this one, because if you see a simple this mouse trap, if only one screw is not there, it will not work. It is so complex actually. A very simple mouse trap, but it is not possible, that one. So if you see what to chance, if you see, there are many such example, like E. coli bacteria, which moves at 1 lakh RPM speed with a very nano size motor, and it can also, if this will be invented, especially if we can invent like this motor, whole our the biological problem or the medical problem will be solved, starting from heart blocking, everything it can solve the problems of life. So if you see that blood clotting and intracell transport and the immune system, vision, all things are very, very complex. It is not by chance. There is a purpose for this one. That is why there are many books you will find, Nature's Destiny, and so be God, what the message of the space, speaking about God. And there are many theories. If you say, that is why everything there is a purpose, and there is systematic design in this one. You see here, Michael V. So
Michael Behe is a biochemist from Lehigh University in Pennsylvania. He's an advocate for an idea called intelligent design, that someone or something planted the seeds of life on Earth and has had a guiding hand in its evolution ever since.
Intelligent design argues that random processes can't produce what we see in life today, but it has no quarrel with the idea of descent from ancient organisms to modern organisms.
Michael's problem with Darwin's theory is that Darwin insists evolution stems from random mutations. When he looks around in nature, he sees plenty of things that look like they were randomly thrown together, like the debris in these woods.
We had a storm pass through here recently. Nobody would think that any of this was particularly arranged on purpose. You know, it's just a jumble. Here's a stick here, there's a stick there, a stone there.
But Michael believes other things in nature could not have arranged themselves randomly. They appear to be the work of a designer. Just as these sticks didn't randomly arrange themselves into the word life,
so
Michael doesn't believe biological life came together randomly either.
Evolution of the body, not evolution. And that is how if you see here, the scientists who strongly believe there is a creator, there are lot of, for example, the coronavirus is outbreak from the uh, Wuhan, the Wuhan seafood market, and maybe the source of that. So if you see, the nature is so complex. Like in 1958, there was a great Chinese leader. His name was Mao Zedong, and he asked everyone that what is your problem. Everybody told, the sparrows, they eat our grain from the field. So they told, okay, you kill all the sparrows. And sparrows were killed everywhere, and you will find that in 1958 to 1962 there was no food. Whole China they became the famine, and they allowed everything to eat during that period of time. Just a sparrow, they killed all the sparrows by music, by the dying. They became tired, and daily they used to have sparrow feast and sparrow killing. And later they found that the grasshoppers, they come and they destroy all the field, and they could not able to produce. There was no rain, nothing. So if you one thing in this whole creation, everything is perfectly balanced, and that is why there is a lot of unsolved problem in this all over the earth. Is the unsolved problem darsanam dhyayana samsvarsair macha kurma vihangamaha swanyapnani pusanti tathaham api padmaja. By vision, by meditation, by touch, only do the fish, the tortoise and the birds maintain their offspring. Similarly do I, also, O Padmaja. So here it is very beautiful verse. It says that like fish, they upbring their offspring by looking at them. And it is called the power of empowering. A fish egg they will lay down, and fish will look at that and it will produce. Like we have energy transfer. If you have a very big reactor, what we do? We put a laser, for example, atomic reactor. So how do you control? We control by putting laser rays, and we create the junction temperature by which it can operate the switch. So this way is, for example, the tortoise is lying her egg on the land and meditate inside water, and the egg fructified, became the child. And this is possible, which is called the wireless power transfer theorem. So they also produce, and the birds, they maintain their offspring by touch, by surcharging energy sharing, which is very important thing. The birds, they share they give air and whole energy to the offsprings, and they could able to develop this, and which is important nowadays. Still today we could not able to understand the concept of this. So what is who is the intelligent designer is given in the Bhagavad Gita. Mata parataram nanyat kinchijasi dhananjaya mai sarvamidam praktam sutre mani ganaiva. No one is superior to me, O Arjuna. Everything rests upon me as a pulse or stone and a necklace. Like we all are connected through necklace. Necklace means, although outside you will see there is no thread, but there is a thread, and that thread is the Supreme Lord, who is actually maintaining, who is sustaining, and also who is given upadrashta, anumanta. He gives, he look after us, and he gives also instruction. He gives everything to us, and that is how. So that is why the conclusion is there is a creator who knows everything, and what we need. He is the cause of all causes. He is the supreme enjoyer. He provides everything. He is the best friend of every living being. We need to re-establish our relationship, and that is the purpose of our life. So thank you very much. We stop here. If any question or comment, we can discuss. Thank you.